Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn this one. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It is great to have you with us. We'll see the New York Knicks taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And guys, checking out the Wizard, what can we expect here?
You know, he's kind of a slippery defender. I think that's the best way to describe him. He's a guy who has a knack to stay in front of the ball handler. He avoids picks. And it's not just strength, it's sort of savvy and guile. He just finds a way to get it done.
And Steve, you know, he's also got a full arsenal of moves in the post. I mean, you can't believe how many tricks this guy has up his sleeves. He's full of them.
Let's take a look at Milwaukee. They've been dominating this series, winning the first 2 games on the road. With a win here, they've taken almost insurmountable 3-0 lead.
Yeah, they would basically lock up this series if they win tonight. 3-0 would be insurmountable. They played so well in winning the first 2 games on the road. So if they're anywhere near that good here today, with the advantage of playing in their own building, I think they're going to be in great shape.
Well, you have to think so, Steve. I mean, they have a major upper hand in the series at this point. The crowd can feel it and sense it, too. They know what this game can do for their guys, and they're as keyed up as the players are.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
He's excited to have won 2 road games to start the series, but added, this is no time to be patting ourselves on the back. We have to continue to play exactly like we have been in the first 2 games. We'll see if they can do that here in Game 3, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Both free throws good from Cage.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Pass to the great. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's Bridges, defended by Cross. Fast break, here they come. Rejected by Bridges. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's the great. Lillard passes it to Cross. Beyond the arc. The shot misses.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
There's the pass to Shorty. And a little hot that time, but it drops. Shorty's got his first 2 points.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the bench to team.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
Here's Milton. Excellent D from Cage.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. With this quick work on the floor, let's highlight the sweetest shooting big men in basketball. Look at their numbers in the regular season. Well, you look at the past one, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
And you look at that list, most of the guys there have that unique combination of power and finesse. A very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
And that kind of combo blend is what can turn a good offensive big man into a great one, fellas.
Here's Insanity. Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's Shorty. Lillard with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. No good from the great.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Here's Bridges. He passes it to Battiston. Clock at 6. Here's Shorty. New York, no good that time either. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just 3 of the first 9 shots to go down in this game. The shots here from the great
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Shorty. And the call will go against the great. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Here's O'Gee. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Key. Launches it. That's good. The bodyguards got 7 points in the game.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
The three gets it to go.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Here's Shorty. Passes to Key. Connects. The jumper drops. He's got 9. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Lillard. And a big-time jam right there. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a quite hard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well,
man.
You know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusting.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Here's Milton. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than the layup.
All free throws good from Insanity.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Here's Bridges. The pass to baddest one. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Milwaukee in the lead. They want that intensity to carry over from that victory on Friday.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game. That's their 3rd straight make-off and assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
The shot's good from lights out.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Here's the bodyguard after the made shot from lights out. Poke loose, 6 to shoot.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
Pass to Lillard. With the lead pass. Here's baddest one. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a 3-point play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Robinson's checked in for baddest one. Kicks to Robinson. Lopez with the block. Lillard with it. And he comes it down.
Hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
Back to Lopez. Ooh, the double clutch. And he lays it up and in. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Here's Shorty. Six on the shot clock. Good. And the Knicks lead by 3.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
The dish now to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Good. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Pass to Bridges, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And there on your screen are some of the top dual threats during the regular season. The point guards with the most success from 3. And you look at Shorty, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
Well, a lot of the point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the ball. So give this group their due. It's an outstanding long-range shooters right there.
No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the 3 ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point guard spot. It really causes problems for the defense.
Here's Middleton. He nails it. And we're tied up. There's a minute 34 left in the first. Here's Payne. From deep. Oh, trying for it. But they recover it. Passes it to Bridges. Here's Payne. Defended by Middleton. The second chance effort. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
The Bucks making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Now here's Prince. To the inside. Prince. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Bucks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the paint, there's Townsend. And there's the whistle, foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Knicks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. So he gets them both.
They find themselves down here in the first, and a lot of that can be attributed to the early foul trouble.
Cousin, defended by Payne. He feeds it to Prince. Cuts off the pass. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Brunson. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. $19 seconds left to play here in the first. Now the pass to Payne. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 5.
You know, I think when you got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Back to Prince. Here's Cousin. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Nick. And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that, it can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Here's the great, and a foul on the shot. They'll go to the strike for 2.
And one of the things you know you're going to see from this guy is his skill running the pick and roll. He knows exactly how to run a defender directly into that screen, and then the beautiful passing ability, setting up layups and jump shots.
And something else we can say about him is that he's got a lot of guts. I mean, a lot of courage. He'll be the first one to step into the lane and draw a charge, even if it might get him a little beat up. Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Ruff. What a terrific move that was.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And Milwaukee has possession. Here's the great. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. For Milwaukee, they have been at their finest 4th at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Both free throws good from the great.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
They set the pick. Here's Bridges. Can't hit. Burns with the defensive effort. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep our eyes on.
Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. The Bucks have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And New York making a change here. Both free throws good from the great.
Well, that's just about what you'd expect from this squad. Their strong free throw percentage as a team, rearing its head again tonight.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
The Wizards checked in for Milwaukee. Ball stolen. Inside. Dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stretch for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Well, the other thing they've done well is getting after shooters. They've closed out well, and they really blocked a lot of shots in the half.
And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Lights out checked in for Milwaukee. Here's lights out. The Bucks working the ball around. The shot's good from close. The Wizards got 7 points. Knicks trailed by 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They grabbed their own miss. No good from Cage.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lillard's checked in. And so here is New York. Here's OG. New York, no good that time either. Here's lights out, defended by Sims. No good from lights out. And Insanity picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Baddest ones checked in for New York. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here is the list of players you do not want to send to the charity stripe. The regular season's best free throwers. You look at the bodyguard, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
Sometimes it's overlooked the importance of knocking down free throws, and guys like him that can knock down a high percentage of their free throws, they're invaluable, whether they get to the line a lot or not. The fact is, when they knock them down at a high percentage, they're helping their team.
Instead of the pass to the great. Good on the triple. The Great's got 14 points for the game.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
McBride, defended by Lillard. McBride nails the 16-footer.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Lillard, the pass to lights out. It's rebounded by Cage. Knicks trail by 7. McBride, defended by Lillard. Kicked away. Here's the Wizard. 10 points for him. Lillard, the pass to the great. Here's the Wizard. Lights out, defended by Cage. Here's lights out. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. Lights out's got his second basket of the night.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Makes it off the glass. Milwaukee leading by 7. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Shorty, he's right in for the Knicks. Pass to Cage. Rebound, Milwaukee. Now Lillard. He has 6. Here's the...
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
But there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Milwaukee on D. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. They set the pick. Intercepted. He lobs it up. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Knicks trail by 11. From past the arc. Shot's good. He has 5.
Now they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Bucks leading by 8. Passed across. Here's lights out. Lillard outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Here he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
McBride, defended by Lillard. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. The Knicks making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Here's baddest one. And again, New York with the triple.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Lillard, the pass to the great. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Bridges. He's got 6. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Bridges has got 8 points.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Bucks leading by 6. Here's lights out. 6 points for him. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. And it's 6 points for Insanity.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
The pass to baddest one. Count that one. He's got 10. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. The shot's good from lights out.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Shorty. Pass to Gage. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lights out's got his 5th rebound in this one.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
Passes it to the break. Here's lights out. The Bucks working the ball around. The pass to the great. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really an extraordinary game for the great. 16 points, and 7 of his points have come on free throws, which is a big bonus.
Well, he's earned it because he has played an aggressive game at the offensive end, really attacking the defense.
Knicks trail by 10. Pass to Shorty. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
Here's Shorty after the made shot from Cage. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
The Wizard, he's checked in for the great.
That's the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
The first one falls, and New York making a change here. Both free throws good from Cross.
I like his aggressiveness here in the quarter. He's getting to the line much more than he did earlier.
Here's Bridges. He's got 8, down low. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA during the regular year. The Bucks second.
I tell you what, Kevin, they've got to be really pleased with their performance in the regular season in terms of point production. I mean, they found scoring opportunities and made the most of them as a team. The work they've been doing in the offseason has clearly paid off.
Robinson's checked in for New York. Back to Lopez. It's rebounded by Shorty. Knicks trail by 10. Pass it to Cage. Can't hit. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Here's the screen. And the pass across.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Stolen. And no, here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Bridges. Here's Cage. And the Knicks miss again.
Not able to find him here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Here's Cross. Rejected by Bridges. They recover it. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. No good on that last second attempt there. And that concludes the first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got going on.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
How about the opening half of basketball he played? So much riding on this game. He came out and took immediate control.
And that's part of what makes him special. In big games, he lays it all out there. He wants to be the one to win it or lose it for him.
Insanity is out there with lights out. And there's the great. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Cross in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Bridges misses.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there. Challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Pass to the great. To the middle. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from lights out. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Cross.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. The Knicks making this rich here. And a minute. The putback slams it back in. And the Bucks lead by 17.
So it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
And so that's with the ball to stop the run. And that one's good. Bridges has got 11 points.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket would be lifted for him.
Lights out, defended by Cage. Pass to Bridges. Here's Brunson. And the three off target.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only one make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Lillard from outside. Knicks with the rebound. Shorty's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And there's the pass to Battiston. Backing him down. Tries from the block. And the bank shot is good. He's got 12.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Milton. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Exciting as a guy to see him go on to the basket.
It's always fun to see, and it's one of the sights you can count on when he's out there, for sure.
Yeah, but you've got to try to do more to slow him down. You can't play him so soft near the hoop.
Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. A 3 ball, and that one's good. Bridges has got 14 points.
Something's starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range.
Passes it to Cross. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 14.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Here's Bridges, defended by Cross. Bridges passes to Battiston. No problem backing that one down. Battiston's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he continues to knock down shot after shot. A perfect shooting day for him so far.
The pass to the great. And blocked. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's padded roll.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches. And I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
There's a screen. No good from Battiston.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important. It's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
And the Knicks making a change here. Insanity, the pass to lights out. And a fast break now for New York. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
The other thing that's been huge for them is their points in the paint. They're getting the ball inside and converting on a regular basis.
Lillard, the pass to the great. And the 3 ball is good. The great's got 21.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And stolen by Lillard. Moving it up.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. What they have to build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Great look, but off the mark. Bucks leading by 12. He passes to Insanity. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
What a game we've seen here for Insanity. 13 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
And here are the Knicks now. There's a good screen. Pass to Bridges. Here's the bodyguard, defended by Lillard. Clock at 6. Here's Cage. They need this. Lillard with the block.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And so it's New York with it after the made shot from Insanity. To Cage. But Trey rebounded by the Bucks. Lillard's got his third rebound tonight. Second shot opportunity. King throws it down with the quick putback jam.
That is a booming putback. Step aside, fellas.
They wanted nothing to do with him there.
At least not with the ball in his hands and the rim in sight.
Here's Milton. And the layup's good off the glass. Insanity's got 19 points.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Here's Bridges. He's got 14. Goes up off the pick. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Well, that's the best possible play there. I mean, that was an easy 2, so instead foul him, make him shoot free throws.
That's right, a smart, strong foul there. No and ones and no dunks.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
And there's the rejection. But they'll get another chance. Cross passes to Lights Out. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Lights Out's got 14 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Here's Baddest One. He's got 16. Drills the three-pointer. Baddest One's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Wow, he's got such a sweet three-point stroke. The way he can shoot it, forcing opposing bigs out on the perimeter, can really open up the lane.
Here's Middleton, 13-point lead. New York moving the ball around. Brunson defended by Lillard. Passes it to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Middleton. Bucks leading by 13. Lillard attacking. Prince kicks to late. That's good on the jump shot. Lillard's got 11 points. New York's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Brunson defended by Lillard. And the pass to Bridges. Hits it from three-point range. Bridges has got 11 in the second half.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Cross passes to Middleton. Lillard can't nail the jumper.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has.
Pass to Short. This one for three. It's rebounded by Lights Out. Lights Out's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Now here's Prince. Here's Cross. And the basket good. The Wizards got 4 points now on the board.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Here's Bridges. 19 points in the game. There's the three. The shots get from Shorty. Shorty's got 9.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 3-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
The Knicks making a switch here. 40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lights out, and that one is stuck right through.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Pass to Payne. Here's Shorty, just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Insanity. Insanity's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. The spinorama, kind of like he's in the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Bucks leading by 15. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lamps courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. They've got the bodyguard. Also Bridges out there. And it's Shorty in at the 2. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know, even if he gets an inch of space, he will make an opponent look very vulnerable. Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
Knocked away. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And New York making a change here. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. The shot's good from Insanity. Insanity's got 21 in the game.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low. And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
Lillard attacking, passes it to Lights Out. It's rebounded by New York. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Now the pass to Cade. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 20.
They are killing them with that 3-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
They get it again. Kicks it out to Lillard. Drills it from outside. And the Bucks lead by 18.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Bridges shot. Good. Milwaukee's gone 1 or 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Passed across. Here's Lights Out. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. They go to the line. And New York making a change here. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Brunson defended by Lillard. Here's OG. And again, New York with the triple.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Here's Bridges. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And that one falls for Bridges. Both free throws good from Bridges. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Down low. Here's Lights Out. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Lights Out's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Dishes to Lillard. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The shot's good from Lights Out. Lights Out's got 28 points for the game. Knicks trailed by 18. Pass to Bridges. Wide open. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Bucks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Lillard, the best of the great. Trent, defended by Bridges. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to kicking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Shorty struck in for New York. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. Milwaukee aims to get off a shot here. The great. You know what? Now the Knicks take it the other way. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass it to Shorty. From deep. It's rebounded by Lights Out. Bucks leading by 16. Gets the bucket. Lights Out's got 12 now in this quarter.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Bridges. Can't get it to fall. The pass to Insano. Here's the great, defended by Cage. And yes, sir, that one drops. And now, 24 points for the great.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Cage. It's blocked. The great pass is delivered. Blocked. Here's Bridges. Here's Shorty. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't mind that shot. He had a good look at it.
And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
They're starting to give him a little too much space here in the second half. That's his third three-pointer since the break.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
O'Gee drops in the tray.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Bucks leading by 21. Lillard outside. Trent, defended by Bridges. Pass to the great. Lillard outside. Goes back up. Here's Lights Out, and he converts the layup. Lights Out's got 32 points.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a grand discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like this.
Yeah, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
For New York, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down to them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Pass to the great. Here's Insanity. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
4 free throws good from Insanity. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Pass to Payne. Puts up a 3. And good on the basket. Hook it. Bucks leading by 22. Feeds to Middleton. Three-pointer. The shot is off. New York's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. There's the pass to Payne. From outside, off the mark. The Bucks shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. There's the feed to Middleton. 5 to shoot. Tries a 3. Milwaukee the rebound. Here's Portis. Cannot hit. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Knicks have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. McBride. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Man, Clark, that did not look good. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's nothing too serious.
Boy, you can't help but feel for him. I mean, one moment you're doing what you do best, and the next, the situation's really out of your hands. I really hope he's okay.
So New York ends up going with the new group. The great passes to Cross. The great. Here's Insanity. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. The Insanity's got 25 points.
They're getting the best of this front court matchup. Too much to handle down low.
New York calls timeout. Without question, lights out displaying his skills today.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
A different look for New York. .156 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Townsend. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Part of the reason that they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here. I mean, when you have the opportunity to get the ball inside and score close to the rim, that's what you got to take advantage of.
Here's Lillard. Pass to the great. Back to Lillard. Six on the shot clock. Passes it to the great. Lets a floater go. Here's Milton. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. The Insanity's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Shorty. 1:12 left in the game. Shot is blocked. They retain possession. The shot's good from Batistone. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard with it now, guarded by Shorty. Here's the great. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Bucks lead by 21. New York's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. .41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shots good from Shorty.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
Now, here's Lillard. He passes to the great. Back to Lillard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 5. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
There's the bucket. Good. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you add?
Well, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching our coverage of the first round of the NBA playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Dorsberg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We leave you now with our Jordan Player of the Game.
I've been too passionate. Remember days we wasn't having shit. Hey, and now we gang slide and we got some bags in this bitch. Hey, two door, you know I got a bad little bitch. I been on for the city, I been on for the map. Tell them niggas tap in, we on the phone, it's a wrap. If we ain't gon' get it bustin', we ain't flash on nothing. If you're tryna stand on it, gotta put that on something. I've been too passionate, but when I ride the party, I ain't never.
Bitch, I'm from the O. Bitch, I'm stone cold. Bitch, I'm brave and